everyone. We are continuing to solve our CBSE Math 10th grade board papers, and in continuation to solving for the year 2018 Set 1, we had already solved section A in our previous video. Now let's move to section B. It has 6 questions of 2 marks each. The question number 7 here says, given that root 2 is irrational, prove that 5 plus 3 root 2 is an irrational number. So in this question, basically we need to prove that sum of rational and irrational number is irrational. We can say, let 5 plus 3 root 2 on the contrary. We are going to prove by contradiction method. Be rational, which can be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Therefore, I can write down 5 plus 3 root 2 is equal to P by Q. 3 root 2 is equal to P by Q minus 5. 3 root 2 is equal to P minus 5Q divided by Q. Therefore, root 2 is equal to P minus 5Q by 3Q. As here P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0, therefore P minus 5Q by 3Q is rational. Therefore, root 2 should be rational. But this contradicts the fact that root 2 is irrational. Therefore, 5 plus 3 root 2 is irrational. Hence, proved. Question number 8. In this we have a figure ABCD which is rectangle, and we have to find the values of x and y. We are given a rectangle ABCD, and we are given AB is 30 centimeters, BC is x minus y, and this CD is x plus y, and DA is 14 centimeter. As opposite sides in a rectangle are equal, so we can say x plus y is equal to 30 and x minus y is equal to 14. So we have linear equations in 2 variables. Adding, let this equation be 1, this be 2. So adding 1 and 2, we will get x plus y is equal to 30 and x minus y is equal to 14. They get cancelled. I have 2x is equal to 44. So x is equal to 44 by 2. X is equal to 22. Now substituting the value of x in first equation, we have x plus y is equal to 30, x is equal to 22, plus y is equal to 30, y is equal to 30 minus 22. So y is equal to 8. So answer we can write down as x is equal to 22 and y is equal to 8. Question 9. In this, we have to find the sum of first 8 multiples of 3. We are given the first 8 multiples of 3. So it becomes an AP, that is 3. Then second multiple will be 6, 9 and 12, 15, 18, 21 and 24. So these are the 8 multiples of 3. This forms an AP as common difference is 3 and A is also 3. And we have to find the sum of 8 terms. So sum of n terms is equal to n by 2 twice A plus n minus 1 into D. Let's substitute all the values. So n here is 8, so 8 by 2 and 2 into 3 plus 8 minus 1 into D. 2 4 times, so this is equal to 4 and this is 6 plus 7 into 3. So this is equal to 4 into 6 plus 21. This is equal to 4 into 27 equals 108. So answer, sum of 8 terms is equal to 108. Sum of 8 terms. 10th question. In this we have to find the ratio in which P, whose coordinates are 4, m, divides the line segment joining the points A, whose coordinates are 2 and 3, and B, whose coordinates are 6 and minus 3, and we have to find M. Here we are given a point P whose coordinates are 4 and M, which divides the line segment joining the points A, whose coordinates are 2 and 3, and B, whose coordinates are 6 and minus 3. So we have to find the ratio and also we have to find the M. Let the ratio be k is to 1 and we are going to use the section formula. So section formula is the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment would be equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, and the y coordinate will be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So A would be x1 y1 and B coordinates would be x2 y2. So let's substitute now, and the coordinates for PB x and y. So this is 4 m is equal to m1 is k and x2 is 6. So 6k plus m2 is 1 and x1 is 2. So plus 2 divided by k plus 1. Now again k into y2. y2 is minus 3. So we have minus 3k and m2 is 1, y1 is 3. So plus 3 divided by k plus 1. So we can say here 6k plus 2 by k plus 1 is equal to 4. 6k plus 2 is equal to 4 into k plus 1. 6k plus 2 is equal to 4k plus 4. 6k minus 4k is equal to 4 minus 2. 2k is equal to 2. K is equal to 2 by 2. So we have this as 1. So the ratio is 1 is to 1. So basically P is the midpoint of the line segment AB. Now we have to calculate the M also. So I can go for the y coordinate. So minus 3k plus 3 minus 3k plus 3 divided by k plus 1 is equal to m. K is 1, so minus 3 plus 3 divided by 2 is equal to m. This becomes 0, so m is equal to 0 by 2, so m is equal to 0. Answer I can write down as ratio is 1:1. This was we were supposed to find out, and m is equal to 0. Question number 11. In this we have two different dice tossed together, and we have to find the probability of getting a doublet and of getting a sum 10 of the numbers on the two dice. So in this question, two dice are tossed together. Total outcomes will be equal to 6 square, because for one dice we have 6 outcomes, for two dice it will be 6 square, so 36 outcomes. And the probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So first part now, we have getting a doublet means favorable outcomes would be either 1-1 or 2-2 doublets, and then we can have 3-3, or we can have 4-4, or we can have 5-5 and 6-6. That's all. So we have a number of favorable outcomes. How many? 6. So probability of this event would be equal to 6 by 36. So this is equal to 1 by 6. Answer, probability of getting doublet is equal to 1 by 6. Now second part, we have getting a sum of 10 of the numbers of on the two dice. So we have 10. So favorable outcomes, let's find out what will be the favorable outcomes. We have 4 and 6, and 6 and 4, and 5 and 5. That's all. The number of favorable outcomes will be 3. Probability of this event would be equal to 3 by 36. This is equal to 1 by 12. So answer, probability of getting a sum of 10 would be equal to 1 by 12. Question number 12. An integer is chosen at random between 1 and 100. Find the probability that it is, the first part is divisible by 8 and second part not divisible by 8. Here we have to choose an integer between 1 to 100. Integers between 1 and 100. So between means 1 is not included and 100 is not included. Here total outcomes would be 98. Let's write down the formula for probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So first part we have divisible by 8. Favorable outcomes here would be, so first number divisible by 8 between 1 to 100 will start from 8 and it goes on 16, 24 and the last would be 96. 8, 12 times 96. Number of favorable outcomes are 12. So probability of this event would be equal to 12 and total outcomes are 98, and 2 6 times 2 49 times, so the answer is 6 by 49. Then second part, we have not divisible by 8. So we can say probability of not having an event plus probability of the event would be equal to 1. So I can say probability of not divisible by 8 would be equal to 1 minus probability of the number divisible by 8. So I can write down this is equal to 1 minus 6 by 49. So this would be equal to 49 minus 6, so 43 by 49. So answer we can write down as probability of a number not divisible by 8 here is 43 by 49. We have finished section B now, and in the next video we are going to solve section C. So stay tuned and see you all.